Good morning. Here we are in the daily server because I haven't done my daily challenge yet. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it because I still need to place down all the NFTs. Competition starts in 5 minutes, so I might come back to this. Rachel, good morning. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Everyone's gonna be coming in because I just started, and seems like everything else is working. So the 10 white rice isn't the problem. I mean, I already have it. That only takes 5 minutes. I gotta place down like 50 things. I cannot do that in 5 minutes. But let's see how much stuff I can place down. Also, I don't even have my visualizer pulled up yet. I have the no NFT required visualizer. I'm wondering if I even saved it at this point. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. I mean, it would have sucked if I didn't save the visualizer, but I do take pictures of that, so it wouldn't be the worst thing. Jaco, hello there. Sup dub. Hello, Jaco. Welcome. Mary NG, good morning. You know, I don't think I'll be doing a wine bottle rush or glass bottle rush. I don't know why I keep calling it wine bottle sometimes. About 20, less than 20 million to finish the build. Probably like 15 million, even less, because do I have stars and stripes on me, or is that still on the guild library? Might still be in the guild library. I mean, I'll go ahead and use it first. That'll knock out another few minutes, maybe. But seeing as the competition's about to start, I'll come back to this later. Either I'll do it, I'll probably do it once I'm finished completely with the competition. But yeah, it'll take me like 5 to 10 more minutes to place everything down, so I'll just do that later. Jamaris, hi. Spartans, hello. Homeboy says, hey Dub, good day, good luck. Thank you, Homeboy. Pewee29, hi all, hi Dub. Apple 200 per hour doing the rankings of top 225, I think. Possibly. I know the gaps aren't like as huge as it was with the garlic breadsticks. Like the gap in numbers there was bigger. At least that's what I've noticed so far. Oh, so that rate definitely is top 400. I think it should be top 225. A couple people asked me what I think top 100 is. I was thinking like at least 300 per hour. Girl Gamer says merry game day and good luck all. Hello, Girl Gamer. Martin, what's up? Hello, look what you made me do. Bad Dub, how dare you say great? Well, you came here, Martin, so welcome, welcome. I think you sent me a message saying it's very hot, and I heard somebody else say it's very hot too. It makes sense. It's a summer. Now, I can't tell you off the top of my head. I don't know what 30 or 35 Celsius is. I would have to search that up. We use Fahrenheit over here, and I'm just too dumb to know the conversion. I'm sure it's hot. 35 Celsius, 95 Fahrenheit. That's actually pretty normal. I mean, over there is 35 Celsius very hot, because that's just about normal here. You could say every day, almost every day is like 35 Celsius. Here, at least in Texas, it's like between, I guess maybe it depends where in Texas, but like here it's like between 90 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit on a sunny day. So that's 35 degrees Celsius also. And that's like typical. There are days where it's hotter than that. And those really hot days where we're over 100, it feels terrible being outside. Mr. Trupa says, have a great competition to all. Hello, Mr. Trupa. Hello, Noldori. Take Celsius times 2 plus 32 gets you Fahrenheit. Yeah, pretty much. That's really close. Actually, you're right. That's even what Google tells me to do. Okay. All right. It's almost times 2. It's like times 2 point something. It's interesting. I didn't know that. I won't memorize that. What? That's how hot where you are? Ouch. Yeah, that's about the daily during the summer. And that's not even the worst it could be. Alright, a few more seconds. Obviously, I'm here. And we got the AC on, so it's nice and cool. Now, of course, the energy bills are higher during the summer, but I'd rather be nice and cool than like freaking too hot, you know. Right, as usual, I never practice my cash rush strategies, so I'm just gonna set up some of the roads, put down the tractors, put down the cotton fields, and then set up my lumber setup. Probably sell mostly cotton, but maybe some wood, it depends. I would imagine the cotton rush is just gonna be like a 3-minute setup. And then I would get all the cash I need just from selling cotton. I don't even have to put wood on auto sell. Just turn it all to lumber. You know, as soon as the game lets me in the competition here. Juxies, hello. River on south, mountain on north, yep. Get rid of some of the stuff. I don't need the oil seep. Don't need this stuff. I know we start with cotton fields. I am going to move them basically. I don't want the cotton fields over there. Got my cotton set up on the southeast side over here. Just like the no NFT build actually. I also have the cotton set up on the southeast side. So I will have a couple roads here. Yeah, hopefully everybody figured out their plan for the canvas meta. Really didn't take me too long, which is nice. And that doesn't mean it's like bad or a boring meta. That's not true. I mean, I still had a good time trying to figure it out. I'm just glad it's not like Stackbox where it takes a long ass time and a lot of balancing. I know some people hate the honey and honeycomb balance. That was probably the most challenging parts of this competition or this meta, right? Is the balance of the honey and the honeycomb, at least in my opinion. I used the ground silo. I probably could have let somebody else borrow the ground silo now that I think about it. Some more roads until I get to where I want the water tower to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be right there. Don't forget skin. That's right, Jarma. That takes like 3 seconds to do. So apply skins. There we go. This is like 10 things I need to do at the same time here, but I'll just start with the cotton here, and then I'll put the dragons, then I'll put auto sell. And I can't go like extremely fast, or else the game lags really bad. I think it already did. Yeah, it already did. As soon as I said that too. Great, I have an invisible cotton field. Let me turn on auto sell, update town offline. Damn, something got stuck. Ah. Like as soon as I started talking, let me drink some water. What I was gonna say, even though it's invisible, I should still be getting the cotton. Is that the case here too? I think I have 2 invisible cotton fields. Oh, and if the stream ends all of a sudden, I don't know why that happened on Friday, you know. I hope it doesn't happen again. I mean, I'll try to just start the stream again, right? With the same thumbnail and everything. If that happens, but hopefully it doesn't. No idea. I blame Streamlabs still. Maybe it could have been my connection. I don't know. Wilson, hello. And 28, hello to you as well. Also, Jeff, hello. I don't think I read your comment earlier. Still gotta put down my dragons. Almost done with this though. Alright, so my main dragon will go up here. I'll go ahead and place down both dragons because I know one can't sell all the cotton by itself, so I'll just place the other one right here. Easier to replace later. That's not what I wanted to put there, but I will put this right here. What I wanted to put over here was the diamond water pump. Right. Aquifer can go here. And the lumber mills can go here. Oh, and cash rush cotton and wood, that's right. Mostly cotton. You can't go wrong if you want to sell wood though. I mean, the cash boosts are overkill in my opinion on this one. 100 times cash boost on like the 2 easiest items to make. It's way too high, but alright. I'm sure some people really appreciate the cash boosts. I think they just need to find the balance. Sea Money, hello. Let me try to set up the lumber first. Wait, what was I searching for? Lumber yard, lumber storage. Lumber will get stored there. And now I have a hatchet hank right here. And I have the greenhouse right here. And I also have a junior over here. Just trying to remember where the other 2 juniors were. They're somewhere up here. Let me just keep placing the roads for the time being. Oh, and some temporary lumberjacks. That won't hurt. Oh, no, I still need to put down the trees. That's right. I'm not complaining. I welcome sleep. Yeah. I mean, I remember how it was spending hours getting all the cash that I needed before doing the final build. So I get that. I mean, like, whenever I do the no NFT builds, right, I will still use my NFTs for the cash process usually, so I'll set up like the glass rush. So like if I need to quickly get the cash, that's not an issue for me. Usually I will do that and then go offline and come back later and I have all the cash that I need. You really could have just done that with cotton or wood. Actually, in this case, this time I did do a cotton rush. Yeah, I remember I did do the cotton rush for the town that had the no NFT build. But usually I will do the last rush. And that's just for the rush. I don't even turn on the skins. Obviously, I don't turn on the corrupted packs because then I wouldn't be able to turn those off. I don't get rid of the oil seep or anything. So it's just to collect the cash. So I can still collect the cash very quickly for the process of building out the no NFT builds. And then, you know, I'll still use crane bots to make tweaks faster. I don't want to spend too long just waiting on the builders to build the stuff I want to test with, right? I will be using all my legendary tree farms for this, of course, since it's a wood meta. I did not get the new tree nursery NFT, although obviously I do think it's good. Like, you can't really go wrong with faster tree craft times, you know, more wood efficiency. But I don't need it, and that's really the main reason. I suppose if I felt like I absolutely needed it, I might have gotten it. But I can get away with not having it this time. I mean, I'll still get top 25. I still think I have the chance to get top 10 on this one despite not having that tree NFC. You know, given I have a bunch of legendary tree farms to help with that. Oh, and I think the issue for me is actually trying to get all the honey and honeycomb for everything. John Mod, I certainly don't mind those kind of NFC and non-NFC build. Yeah. The one that I wish I could turn off for the non-NFC builds is the Enchanted Fireworks. Just to test without the 50% craft time reduction for the Wizards Workshops. Otherwise, I always assume that the no NFC build needs about double the Wizards Workshops that I use. So I should be making... I really should be making lumber. I mean, to be honest, I have so much cash. Why did I even take these stars and stripes from the guild library? I'm just gonna put it back. I'm not gonna use it. I have way too much cash. Yeah, it's crazy. Tesla here. For the time being, I'll put the energy storage here. Got 2 juniors right here. And I can start building the logger houses. "15 minutes in, I have all the cash that I need. I still need to place down birdhouses, rose bushes, tavern, turn on corrupted packs, put down the badges, place the grain bots. Otherwise, this builder is gonna take hours to build everything." Tavern. Grain bots will... okay, I'll try to place them where I will have the NFT pottery shops if I can remember where they're all at. I think I did that. Now obviously I want more crane bots than that, so put some over here. I'm already placing, well, I'm already building stuff, so I'm going to place some of the NFTs that I'll use over here. I don't think I mentioned this in the video also for the no NFT build, but this design ended up being very similar to candlesticks meta. I guess mostly because you also needed a lot of ceramic bowls for that one. This road is not placed correctly, I just realized that. Should be right here. Oops. I can place a crane bot where I'll have the storehouse. And another one where I will have the pantry. And I suppose where I will have the Wizard Workshop's NFTs. Right here and right there. Okay. Should be able to place down the badges now. Birdhouses. This one definitely will be quick. I'm really just waiting for everything to build. The materials are pretty quick to gather also. Should I don't have guided blades turned on yet, but as soon as I turn it on, I don't think I'll have much wood. No, wait, that's not true because I'm not crafting canvas. Guided blades, I'll turn that on then. Yeah, I should still have wood for everything. Didn't finish placing birdhouses. It doesn't sound familiar to me, Martin, that song. The artist, yes, but I don't recognize the song. They pushed out an update yesterday, but they didn't really update anything. Isma said it was just some maintenance for the team. But the thing that I was gonna say before that was last week, and I guess the week before that, right? Some people reported having the connection loss issue over here, that thing that shows up next to the guild icon. And their towns got rolled back several hours, I guess because they haven't refreshed their game in a long time or who knows what. But man, that really sucks having a rollback that bad, such a big rollback. So I'm really not sure what we can do. It's must be the game's fault or Gala's fault. Well, like to try and combat that, maybe relog in an hour, or As soon as you're done with the build, relog and make sure it actually saves to the server or however it works. I will have to relog anyways to fix my issue with the invisible cotton fields. Okay, Martin. Actually, I can place down another crane bot here. So building out all the pottery shops. There were so many other spots I could have put down crane bots that I just didn't think of until now. But I will go ahead and place down the full spooky sets. This does provide several advantages, but in this case, I think the only advantage I'll get for this competition from these NFCs are movement speed increases to the beekeepers. Whatever. Let's go ahead and place it. Oh, I know why I don't have any wood. So I don't have the witch shed. Actually, let me put the... Where does the fundamental storage go? It goes here. Right here. And I have 2 stationary shop NFTs. The only benefit from that is they walk a little bit faster. I believe they do, I might be wrong. But they also take up a little bit less space because they're 3x3. The craft requirements are still the same, craft times are still the same. So I'll have wood going there. Right now, actually keep doing the beehives. Which I don't think I rotated them. No, yeah. I must have rotated them facing south. I don't know. I actually don't remember how I rotated them. So probably something I'll have to figure it out. Oh, there's a tree there. Did I put the lumber mill on? Oh, you're saying you thought you put the lumber mill on? Oh damn, I'm really not building anything? Oh, this is really fast. I do feel like 10% of the time I'm just waiting on lag. No, probably more than that. Probably at least 20% of the time is just lag. At the AMA go, I wasn't able to catch it. I posted a summary on my Discord on the announcements, but basically they were saying that the gems feature will release on July, early July by the sounds of it, maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks. They're doing QA testing on it. The first iteration of that will allow you to spend gems to purchase items, or no, I don't think that was the first iteration, but they mentioned that. What was the first thing you could do with the gems? Is that it? I'm just trying to remember. But at some point, you'll be able to purchase items like lumber or gas, from my assumption. Oh, for sure, you'll be able to purchase cash. That was one of the first things I said you'd be able to do. So for sure, purchase gas. I think purchase items. And this will be eventually, but eventually you'll be able to purchase buffs. Not sure if they'll do that with the Common Ground Academy NFT because that hasn't been used ever. I mean, they didn't even mention that, so we'll see what happens there. They didn't mention anything about using gems to move buildings, but I would assume that comes later because that would be a good feature to have, at least for some very expensive buildings. And they didn't really explain how to get the gems exactly, but like you'll be able to buy them for probably cash or Gala. I mean, yeah, more than likely that's gonna be it. And you buy gems with soil or dirt. For the time being, since dirt doesn't like exist, right, you would buy them with Gala or cash. They didn't specify if you're going to be able to buy them with dirt. My assumption is that yeah, you will be able to, but they just haven't specified that yet. It's crazy. It disconnected me. Yeah, the lag on this game is crazy. That's one thing that would make the game so much better is if they fix the lag. Because damn, it definitely is laggy this time. It feels more laggy than some of the other times I played. And I mean, yeah, there's usually lag, but like, this time it feels more noticeable, right? I'll go ahead and I'll rotate the lumber storage because I know eventually I'll need it rotated. I have pretty much almost everything built. There's another pottery shop that needs to be built over here. I know I'm still doing stationary shops, but I gotta rotate these. I gotta turn them on. All crafting ceramic bowls. Still gotta do effect cards. That'll be at the end. The disconnect refreshed it out. Okay. Make sure you try a refresh. I'm trying to at least finish building everything, but that would be a good idea. Oh my gosh, I'm over here turning stuff off on accident. I'm almost done building everything, assuming, you know, I don't get re-rolled back to the first minute. Re-rolled, roll back. A rollback, whatever it's called. "35 minutes in. Good pace, I would say. Ooh, accidentally did too many rotations there. That sets me back like a whole 10 seconds. Turn on all the beehives. I'll rotate these later because I'm not exactly sure. I think I had them all facing the lumber storage though. Who the heck knows? I'll probably just leave it running. Really should put my pantry though. Let me do that, otherwise it's kind of a waste, you know. So pantry will go here. Hello, Eddie. Crystal Reindeer will help with the wizard workshops, but honestly, the main reason I'm using Crystal Reindeer is to allow me to run this on offline mode, because, you know, we still have the fireworks bug where offline doesn't work. The fireworks NFTs doesn't work while offline is what I meant to say. So that craft time reduction on the wizard's workshop won't apply for some reason, something they've still not been able to fix. So the Crystal Reindeer helps me out with that, just so I won't have the game running the entire time. That's really it. It's the only reason. Because otherwise I think I only would have needed 2 of the Wizard's Workshops. So this will be the storehouse that stores the glue. So it's not letting me place it. I think it bugged out. Of course. Let me at least try to turn 2 of these on. Oh, that's great. Just turn on a couple of them. Don't want it to bug out later. Wish we had the clay storage. Yeah, I guess that would be helpful in some situations. Don't think I would ever use it. Because the ceramic storage won't store clay. Don't believe so. Still making energy. Okay, that's not what I meant to do, but alright. I was trying to rotate this other store, the pottery shop. Assuming those are all on. Okay, let's refresh and see what happened there. Because I kind of need to. Hey Dream, nice build up. Thank you, thank you. Almost done too. Need a refresh to get rid of the invisible stuff. The invisible barriers or whatever the heck happened. The missing buildings. Missing cotton fields. UB2 was saying super laggy at my side. Okay. So seems like everybody is experiencing the lag today. Neil said he got one rollback already. Oof. Alright, well let's see. Did I roll back? 40 minutes in as well. It doesn't look like it. Okay, no rollback. The cotton fields were there all the whole time. The only thing that didn't place is the storehouse. Let me try placing that. Pretty laggy, yeah, laggier than usual for sure. Storehouse. Like really good on lumber. I'm gonna need to temporarily put like 2 crane bots over here because there's still some last buildings I need to build. So get rid of these 3 because those are beekeepers. Yeah, I'm still surprised they haven't come out with a beekeeper NFC. Like a big old beekeeper apartment like they did with the aquaculturists. So we use beekeepers more often than aquaculturists, so maybe that's not fair. Oh, I'm gonna have to refresh again because there's an invisible beekeeper. Damn, 2 refreshes. That's how you know it's extra laggy today. The refresh twice. How many honeycombs do you have, Dub? You know, at the top of my head I'm not sure, but I'll check it out later. I know, obviously it's more honeycombs than honey, but yeah, I don't know the exact number. Alright, well, once I'm actually done placing everything, then I will do the next refresh. Oh, why did I build those 2? Those were NFTs, I just remembered. Okay, so do I need any more energy? Probably not. So I can turn that off. It doesn't matter too much where I put the pottery shop NFTs, but I did have them here. Okay, all making canvas. All beekeepers turned on. Everything should be built. I'm pretty sure that beekeeper is built also, the invisible one. Everything placed. Let me refresh once more. Let's see. 16 beekeepers making honeycomb. 10 beekeepers making honey. So that's my ratio. 1 to 1.6. 1 honey per 1.6 honeycomb. Honey, 16 honeycomb. Up 27 pottery shops for the ceramic bowls. No, that's not true. Sorry, at 32. I forgot about the NFTs. 32 pottery shops. I still have to turn on the effect cards. I would say it was a 45-minute finish if we didn't include these refreshes. But I guess they count. I mean, I think I did place everything down. Wow, that beekeeper is not there. Okay. Pretty sure it was. Alright. Warehouse is facing south. Let's do the effect cards. Hasty tractor for sure. And graded ceramics is here somewhere. Oh, and the hasty stationery shop too. Hasty beekeeper. The warehouse shouldn't make a difference here. Where are you? Lumberyard, don't care for it. Graded ceramics. No wood, no spare wood. Let's turn. Oh, I know why. It's because it's full. I have 1 spare energy. Get rid of it. And let's fix up auto sell. Don't need to sell cotton anymore. So canvas, ceramic bowls, 30. Don't need to sell glue. Honey and honeycomb, I'll put 30 each just in case. Don't need to sell lumber. And don't need to sell wood. Is that really it? 4 items on auto sell? Should be it. Let's turn this off as well. Oh yeah, it's because I had the 2 crane bots. They're slowing down the trees, that's why. So I'll just turn all 4 on. Hopefully I can turn them back on with no issues. Lantern Festival, I don't think I even mentioned why I placed it, but it doubles the movement speed of all the stationery shops, so it's a big help. And everything should be turned on, and that's the build. Sub 50 minutes to finish. The thing is, the honey and honeycomb, I'm pretty sure I still have to rotate them, so those rates might be wrong. Okay, it's built. Oh, then there's this dragon that I don't need. What do you think is lagging the game though? Like, question. Have you ever thought about it? Is it the fact that there are a bunch of workers? It's like having a bunch of units in the game, right? Is that what is lagging the game? Is it the fact that the workers have to do a pickup event and it takes like a bit to register, but there's a bunch of pickup events going on? Is that what is lagging the game? Because like every time a bunch of stuff gets picked up, right, it's like little lag spikes. Or is it just in general? Like before we even had a lot of workers, it was already lagging. Oh, let's see though. Canvas 500. Why? Honeycomb. Gonna take me a while to get accurate rates. I don't think I need any more wood, so I get rid of that now. So all the rose bushes, birdhouses, badges. Corrupted packs still need to be applied. All right. Homeboy says it's the game server or the infra that is the reason for the lag. Okay. So is it that the game server just can't handle all of the actions going on? Like there's too many actions at the same time? Is that what it is? Or reset the production monitor, see how it's doing so far before I rotate beehives. I'm not even seeing a position on the leaderboard here. Just realized that. Maybe that means I need to refresh again. Those Takes Thought says, I think they have lowered the AWS subscription to save money. That seems so silly to do though. I don't know how much that costs or anything, so yeah, I don't know. But that's, you know, a decent speculation. Homeboy Gaming says the game was laggy even when we just logged into the empty game. Yeah, so that's true. So it's not only the workers, but I do think the workers contribute to the lag for sure. Martin says Bitbender's lacking. Oh, angry. Oh, okay. Hey, money. You're second? Oh, from all the canvas I'm selling so far? Nice. It doesn't show that to me, though. I might have to refresh the entire window and not just the game. Okay, those numbers are looking better. I still need to do the daily, too. I guess, yeah, I have time anyways. It's fine. I know there's a Miranda's town hall happening. I think they pushed it back a little longer though, because I thought it was gonna happen in an hour, but it's gonna happen in 2 hours from now. So I'll just look at that later. Man, our dragon's really only $150 each. That's so damn cheap. Compared to what they used to be, oh my gosh. It's crazy. I think it all started to happen after they changed the team to save money. Well, the game was always kind of laggy. You might be right. Maybe it did get laggier as soon as they changed the team back in December. It's hard for me to remember if that was true or not. But at some point, the game did feel less laggy. However, the game did have less content also. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. There is way more content in this game than there was, like, you could say 2 or 3 years ago, right? They keep adding NFTs, they add new buildings and items. I don't know if that has to do with it, right? The artwork on all the buildings, right? All this stuff. I mean, I assume it takes a strain on the memory of the servers. Like, the game looks nice visually, but is that what is lagging the game? If so, it's not worth it. So yeah, I'm wondering about stuff like that, really. So far, honey and honeycomb rates seem fine. I mean, it's only been 3 minutes. So my canvas rates, if this works as it should, canvas rates, I have to double check, but the canvas rate should be 747 per hour. That's what it should be, assuming everything works perfectly. And it's kind of looking like it, so I should be good. I really should be good. It's just I'm not going to see that number within the next 15 minutes, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'll keep it running a couple minutes more, then I'll go back to the daily server, knock that out, and then I'll probably go back in here for a little while longer. I don't know, it's not showing the leaderboard. That's why I'm a little concerned about that, to be honest. Here's what I'm gonna do instead. Scratch what I said earlier. I'm going back to the main menu. I'm going to refresh my page here. Once it goes back to the main menu, make sure it saves or whatever the heck it has to do. However it works. Takes a while. Do I only see purple crown behind my name? What's the purple crown? What are you talking about? Purple crown, purple crown. I see a purple crown. I don't know what it means though. I'm refreshing. Is that new, that purple crown thing? Discord does that too, I think. No, not the purple crown, but I think it's just the Gala Discord. They give you some role if you're one of the most active chatters. And chat here means the most chatter. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see the crown now. Let's finish placing the NFTs down. I see you on my leaderboard though. Ooh, nice. Still on there? Martin, I have no idea what you said just there. I saw at a King Krameric when people said a lot she paints. What does that mean? I appreciate that, C Money. That's all that matters, right? they're a painter. In her chat, I saw some people have purple crown. Then I looked why and they speak the most. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Oh, makes sense. Oh, that's that one channel you told me about, I think. That's it. The alchemy stand. I always try to remember. I challenge myself. This is the actual challenge for me. I challenge myself to place down all the reward eligible NFTs before claiming the points, obviously, but like try to do it without checking the list to check what else I haven't placed down. So I still need to place down the solar panel. That's a big one. And oh, the badges. That's right. 1 point badges. And I can't remember any other ones. So did I get it? The mills, of course, and the express depot. And the garages. Oh my god. The 4 garages I have. Okay, alright. I missed several. I think it was only like 1 or 2 times I remember actually placing everything down. And I mean, some of the NFTs I also have in like good libraries, so like obviously I don't place those down here. With the skin, yeah, I did. And the melts. Should be it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, claim reward. How long did that take? 10 minutes? 5 minutes? It felt like 10 minutes for some reason, but alright. That's cool. Okay, I see Martin. Damn, that's good, yeah. Not even AI can make those artworks. I hope not. Okay, go back to the competition now. Oh, there's the leaderboard. All right, third. That makes sense. Yeah, there you go. Otan and Pyramidum will be doing more than me, obviously. Yeah, as I was saying, this should be doing 747 canvas per hour. I do believe that's enough for top 10 even. Despite me not getting the tree NFT. I'm not sure how many people bought that NFT. Let me go check. But yeah, I figured I didn't need it. If I did get it, I'd be able to push for maybe 760. Not that much of a difference, really. Like the beehives. I don't really see a way for me to get more honey and honeycomb without getting like epic pottery shops or more efficiency with the beehive setup. So I just left it here, you know, I'm good with this. 26 of the trees sold. And I know a couple, probably the top players got 2 each, so there was probably like 20 people that bought them. Oh, alright. I got when I needed it, says Sandula. Yeah. I mean, utility-wise, it's one of the better ones, so that makes sense. It's not like buying freaking Torre di Pizza. Who bought that one? 2 people bought that one, apparently. The Italian restaurant. I mean, it's a pizza shop. It looks cool. As far as the beehive rotation, I don't think I'm gonna touch that yet. I might do it later. I'm not 100% sure about if or how I rotated them. So after I leave this running for a few hours, I'll come back to it and I'll rotate every what I think should be rotated, which is these. I think these should be rotated. I'm not completely certain. I'm pretty certain, but I'm not completely certain. But if for some reason it works fine, then that's cool. I just want to know for sure until I run it a little longer. So yeah, that's the one thing I will probably do later after the stream is rotate these. So for now, I will keep it running probably for 15 minutes, and then that'll probably be it. And I'll heat up some leftovers and eat some lunch, you know. Art is cool, and there where it stops at. Yeah. I'll be gone in a few and you can have your spot back. Oh, you mean to... okay, I see. Rachel says beehive rotation is confusing. I don't mess with it anymore. You kind of have to find the perfect balance. But yeah, you're right. That is one thing that is confusing, right? Is the rotation on some of the buildings, especially for the beehives. Right. Deepor says, love your layout, way better than mine, way to go. Thank you, appreciate it. You know, I feel like I usually do the same thing. This layout's very similar to my candlestick layout, though in that layout I did have the beekeepers and the beehives. I did have the beehives to the west. This time I decided, this is actually new, yeah, so I decided to have the beehives in the center. I've never done that before. And then stationary shops right here, closer to the cotton setup. So yeah, this seems to work well. Another thing is, even if I found a way to improve honey and honeycomb, You know, and I mentioned that I would need NFTs to do that with the pottery shops. But even if I found a way to improve it, I would then need more space for cotton fields. Cotton fields is also a limiting factor. And this is already so many damn cotton fields. So if I got the tree NFT, I could take off a few trees, add a few more cotton fields. That would be part of the solution. But then the other solution, like I said, I need pottery shop NFTs, and then I have more space for beehives, perhaps. Probably would have been nice if the fireworks bug didn't exist. Then I would be able to have 2 more spots, maybe, because I wouldn't need 2 more Wizards workshops. Or maybe it would only save me 1 spot. I'm not completely sure, but yeah, that's where it ends with the with that, I guess. I gotta name my town. Screwed up one of my builds big time messing with that. Bees. I mentioned this before, but I remember the honey meta. The honey meta was the one competition I failed. Can you believe it? Did I stream that one? I don't think I streamed that one. That was probably before I even started streaming. The one and only competition I failed at. Honey. And that was because of cache issues. Honey or honeycomb, it was one of those two. I actually don't remember if it was exactly honey or honeycomb. Maybe it was honeycomb. Maybe it was. I might be wrong. It probably was honeycomb specifically. This one from 3 years ago. Honeycomb meta. I'm pretty sure it was this one. Let me see. There might be another way for me to check that. Oh no, wait, never mind. There's not. Because I know the Townstar leaderboards only go back about 2 years. They don't go back to 2022. So I wouldn't be able to find it that way. And the uniforms meta from when I went to Las Vegas, I don't consider that one really a failure. I believe I got top 400, and that was I did the build. I didn't really have issues with it. The thing is, my power went off, and obviously I wasn't home, so I couldn't turn on my computer before the competition ended. So I was kind of just screwed. If that wouldn't have happened, I would have probably gotten top 100 or something on that uniforms meta. So that wasn't exactly a failure. Not on my part anyways. The honeycomb meta, I ran out of cash and I just didn't want to restart. I'd ran out of cash about like halfway through the competition. Yep, live and learn. Maybe one day they'll do another competition where we'll run out of cash because everything's so damn expensive. I feel like they're being like too generous with the cash boost, right? We should have one where the meta item gives no cash at all. Might make things more interesting. Might actually, you know, make those wage reduction NFCs useful. Then when that happens, then people will get pissed off, like, why didn't they give us a cash boost? This takes too long to finish. This is too expensive. I ran out of cash. And yeah, I mean, I would imagine people get pissed off if they run out of cash, and that's the reason they failed the competition. But it's part of the game, right? To the cash management. I hate to say it, but I think it is a skill issue. If you were to run out of cash before the competition ends, right? It seems like I'm making like too much glue, but like the correct amount of honeycomb around there. Ceramic bowl rate is correct. Cotton rate, yeah, that's pretty much correct. Lumber rates, yeah, that's right, because then the rest of it gets used for canvas. All right, all good. Assuming these are all turned on. Silo rotated correctly. Yeah, all good there. The other day, I don't remember if it was 2 days ago or 3 days ago, but like I was in Discord, right? The Gala Games Discord, just chatting with people there. You know, sometimes you'll see me chat, we'll have critical conversations. But what the conversation was, what is it that makes Townstar difficult to play, or for new players? What makes Townstar difficult to learn? What mechanic is it exactly? You could say it's a lot of things, and yeah, you'd be right, but like specifically, right? So I'm trying to scroll through and try to remember what the conversation, what we said, but I sort of remember some of this stuff, right? The communication, specifically from Gala, they could do a better job communicating information over here. I know they share information here too, that is good. There probably needs to be a way to share information sooner than this. I think it would be a good idea to share the information for metas 1 week in advance, even within the game. Now the problem might be, then you have people asking what the meta is 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now, and that's not, I mean, you can't really help at that point. But if they could release, say, the meta informations on Wednesday for the next week, and it would already be decided and it's already in the game, it just wouldn't let you view it until Wednesday. So we don't have to keep asking the team, it always comes out at the same time. You know, consistency with the new meta announcements, I think that would be great. But they're always doing everything in like the last day or minute, it seems. So like, if they don't release the meta details on Wednesday, it's probably because they're not done setting everything up. They probably know what the meta is going to be, but they haven't like confirmed officially, because maybe maybe the NFT is not ready, right? So they have to resort to another meta. Who the heck knows? Not really sure. But yeah, I do wonder why sometimes they don't release the meta information on Wednesday and they'll just release it Thursday. Or like sometimes I don't think we even find out until Friday, it feels like. It's not often. Most of the times they do release it on Wednesday though. I'll give them that. That's good. Appreciate that they're still doing that. Sometimes Thursday. It's cool. I guess pretty good. I think it could be better. I think it could be released even earlier, and within the game also, you know, for the people that don't check Discord. So communication could be improved. The other thing is the lag, right? Like, why is it lagging so damn much? But I'm not even sure what they could do there. But that's not really a mechanic. A lag isn't a mechanic. Maybe communication's not either. I was mostly wondering about game mechanics. Is it the gas? Is it too hard for new players to figure out how to get to gasoline production? You know, if there was no guides, if they didn't go on YouTube, search up a guide, found my videos, right? and they never learned how to make gas. Is that what is making the game too difficult for them? Martin says, how does it work? Balance, no NFT yet. How to make fuel. Competition section. Too little people to tell you. Seen most left. You have to know about Discord, but too little people to tell you. All right, so with Martin, what Martin said, now what I'm thinking, a button that links you to the Gala Games Discord. That could be added. It's not in here. I don't think that should be necessary though. I think the game should be in a state where all the information is presented in the game. But the option to go to the Discord is still there if you want to communicate with other people, but all the information should already be in the game. I think that's how it should be. That's not how it is. I'm just saying that's how it should be. Balance. I think you're going to need to be a little bit more specific what you mean by balance. Do you mean balancing crafts? Because that's part of the game. But yeah, you're saying that might be the mechanic that's too confusing for players. That's Townstar though. That's how you play it. You have to balance materials. It's something you have to figure out. How does it work? I guess if there's no in-game tutorial and the game's too confusing to figure out on your own, then maybe that's what deterring some players. Probably there just needs to be a little tutorial. But obviously it's not going to explain everything. Like maybe some tutorial explaining what you need to do to get to flower production, right? I guess maybe you could make the tutorial take you all the way to cake. You know, give you like a little checklist, like good, you make flour. Here's what you should do next, blah, blah, blah. Some kind of tutorial like that, I guess, would work. Might help players out, but you can't, I don't think they'll be able to like have a tutorial for every single item. That's just something that you have to figure out yourself as a player, whether you're new or you've been here a long time. But yeah, how to make fuel is probably a big one. That's some new players, you know, if they don't know how to make gasoline, they run out of gasoline, they're just screwed, and they never learn how to make it, and the game didn't tell them how to make it. That's true, I agree with that mechanic. The fact that you have to make gasoline to actually keep playing the game. If you don't know how you do that, you're screwed. I do believe that is one thing that's deterring players. So Low Stakes Slot says, I would say the lack of a sandbox mode without NFTs, it takes a long time to practice. Yes. So the fact that you want to practice in order to do well in the competition, that's just how the game is structured. You're right. If there was a sandbox mode that would help you practice more efficiently, then yeah, you would want to take advantage of that. So I agree with you, Low Stakes Slots. I do think that's good. There was a sandbox mode, would help people out. Lost connection? No, that sucks, Martin. Oh no. I didn't actually lose connection though. I just had to refresh twice to fix some crap, right? Some invisible buildings. Super funny, Martin. What do you mean with balance? Then you explain exactly how difficult a beginner to balance it all. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's what you meant. You know, that's like the core components of Townstar. How could you make that easier? That is Townstar. Townstar is balance, balancing products to get the most efficient results of the item you're trying to make. You have to balance everything out. That's just the game. Is there an easier way for the game to let us do that? In terms of mechanics, I don't think so. I think if you just never learn how to balance, the best way to learn how to balance, honestly, is practice. Just practice, just play the game, just practice. I don't see another solution to that. So if you play the game, you should be able to handle it. But if you can never figure out how to balance, then that just sucks. I guess the game's not for you, really. If that's what's deterring a player, then it's a skill issue. I hate saying that, but like it's true, right? If you don't understand the game, you can't figure out the balance, then and that's what causes you to quit the game, right? Then that sucks, because that really should encourage you to get better. You can't balance stuff, you get better. It's a problem solving game. That's what it is. You hate solving problems and you're screwed. Probably not the game for you. That's how it is. Yeah, when I first started, I had trouble with gas production. Yeah, and that's different. Specific item. You know, getting to a specific item. Yeah, because the game doesn't tell you how to get to gas production. And I agree with you too, Simone. I had that issue too. I mean, probably the day after I played Townstar for the first time, I had to look up a guide also. Could I have figured it out just by playing the game? Probably, but it would have been very difficult. I just searched up a guide for that. Eventually, I learned how to make cake. I don't think I searched up a guide to make cake. I just eventually learned how to. I wasn't doing competitions at the time. I've said this before, and I think a few months after I started playing, I realized that there was no actual good guide, and that's what contributed to, you know, motivated me to start working on this spreadsheet. Called it the Townstar Playbook. You know, that's that whole story. Townstar Playbook started. Okay, I don't remember exactly when it started, but like I first shared it publicly on April 2022. I remember that, the first version. So that's what started that. You know, that's how I learned how to play. Even now, I don't have everything memorized. There's so much stuff in this game, so I have to go back and look at the Townstar Playbook. But and this is one of the topics that came up in that conversation I had. That's why I'm talking about this. But what really should be the case, Townstar needs to have an in-game wiki of some sorts to allow you to properly view all the information of everything. It's nice that you can click this button. It shows you what crafts are made in that building. Let's go to a bigger one. Let's go back here. Let's find, say, windmill, right? You can see all the items, good. You can see the craft times. That's all right. You cannot see the craft requirements for each item. You cannot see what affects the building before you place it. This is just stuff you have to learn. And it would be nice to just have all that information in here. Also, you can't see the sell value or the star value of each item. That would also be nice to have here. This needs a complete rehaul, and they need to have all that information within the game. You'll be able to search it up. You'll be able to check all that information in here. I think that would help so damn much. That wiki is you. New team can say what they want to. I mean, yeah, the Townstar Playbook, right? That's the wiki basically. But you shouldn't have to rely on that. It should already be something in the game that explains everything to you. Sandula says, I seen a vid that I can make money. I learned how to play. Most people did, Sandula, in 2021, 2022 probably. Mostly 2021 actually. That was it. That was the marketing for Townstar. That's what's getting people in here. And you know, most of the people here, they want the rewards, right? So that was motivation to learn how to play the game. You're right. Eddie says playbook is key. Should be a resource available for beginners. Yeah, right. I mean, all I can do is share it on every video. And I appreciate all of you guys who share it with any new players, you know, newbies. There's too much in the game to explain, so you just share the playbook. That's one of the reasons it was made. All the information's there, competition info. Also, I don't even expect people to go back and watch those videos, but a lot of resources to learn. Martin says, that British guy is where I learned about earning. You don't know. Then they stopped Town Point. Yeah. I know who you're talking about. I forgot their name, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that dude was in it only for the money. It is what I think. Okay, that's my opinion. But yeah, you could say who wasn't really in it for the money. You know, you could say that. C Money says the sandbox would be nice to have a way for players to understand recipes in the game. Yes, it would let you figure out balancing stuff faster, because you wouldn't have to worry about build costs. Everything would be instant. You're absolutely right. Sandula says it was hard to figure out like the order to do things. So then seem like in vids and follow those. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's the game though. You know, that's the problem solving. It's hard, sure. Is the problem that it just takes too long? And like C Money says, that's why we want a sandbox mode, because it would be faster to figure everything out yourself that way, rather than spend hours trying to figure it out with no guide. Is that what it is? Wasn't that one of their plans to have an in-game craft book? I can't remember that, C Money. I only know that at some point they said they will do the Gala inventory, you know, to show more information for the NFTs and also upgrade, you know, the upgrade requirements, upgrade information. I don't remember if they ever said something about rehauling the store. Because I mean, the last store rehaul, I guess, was, you know, the search button and everything being ordered by cash costs. Ascending cash costs. Then when I see you had to babysit, I was upset. Joined Lightning Guild and was using the script. Yeah. The fact that that's a very good point though. See, that's not an issue anymore though, but that's a very good point. And yeah, the Townstar had more players even back then when that was a big ass issue that people were dealing with. This is at least in, let's think about it in 2021. This is a game where you had to babysit your game, your computer, for like 96 hours in order to be competitive in the competitions. You're probably wondering why I said 96 hours. It used to be 4-day competitions. It's 3-day competitions now, of course. But yeah, so you had to babysit the game for 96 hours. If the game got disconnected, if your computer turned off because it was updating or for whatever reason, power went off or something, you're not progressing. So that means you're falling behind in the competition over everyone else. That was a massive deterrent to players to actually be competitive in the game. You know, you had your chunk of players that just played for daily play and earn, but I'm talking about the competitive players, at least here. They did have scripts for that, which pretty much everybody used for competition. If you didn't have a script, I don't know what you were doing, but you kind of had to have it. Auto sell, there was no such thing as auto sell. That's true. Actually, having a script was pretty much required. Now that I think about it, there's no damn way somebody could have done it with no auto sell. And yet, Townstar had more players back then. It's crazy, even with no auto sell. The addition of auto sell, huge. Offline mode, big, but could be better. The game definitely is easier now than it used to be. You can't convince me otherwise. Even though they added more items, that's not the point. That's just mechanics. It's new problem solving. These were huge problems that were solved, is the auto trade and the offline mode. Also, Morris, hello. Hey y'all, good day, good luck, have fun. What do you think is enough for top 25 and top 50? Top 25, let's see. So I'm doing 740 something. Top I think this is enough for top 10. Top 25, probably 500 per hour ish. And top 50, 400 per hour ish. Top 100, 300 per hour ish. That's what I think. The gaps aren't that huge from what I'm seeing. Martin says, I got in for the money. Fact. The game was fun. The Discord is part of family. Wow, so much fun. The game has to be fun first. That's true. Even though, yeah, people got in here for the money. You're right. But the game has to be fun. Otherwise, if the game's not fun, then it feels more like a chore than it should be. Some people would say, yes, this feels like a chore, but well, I mean, why are you still playing it then? But it has to be fun. It has to be. Eddie says, waking up to the disconnect screen was so stressful. Yes, yes. I've been there before too. I'm sure many people have. You're right. Rachel says, I didn't play competitions until they implemented auto, so only daily town coin. Yeah, so I started playing like November 2021. There was some competitions still going on before they got paused at the end of the year. But I wasn't doing those competitions either. I was just practicing. I didn't do competitions until they started them back up, I think in April of 2022. And I did have auto scripts, the script for auto sell, I mean, from the Haven Guild. That was the auto script I was using most of the time. I'm pretty sure at some points I used Crypto Dude's auto script, I think. Auto trade script. But most of the time it was just Haven, the one that I was using. I remember that. Yeah, I was also doing the daily challenges for the town points. That's right. Eddie says, sounds about right. Going for top 50 with 420. Yeah, should be good. So yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's good to know people's thoughts of like what exactly is or could be deterring players from the game. Like what is hard about it. The whole balancing thing is just this part of the game. They just have to figure that out. So you got to help them try to figure that out. A guide, obviously you can't. I don't think Tonstar could create a guide for every single resource. So they really are just gonna have to figure it out. You know, a guide to get to lumber and a guide to get to gasoline, perhaps within the game. Like they build the lumber mill, they're like great. Next thing you can build the power plant or something like that. More information in the game though. Yeah, wiki showing all the information. I think that would be very helpful. There are other things too, which I guess might not be problems since people didn't mention them. But yeah. Like what are questions that come up very often when there's a new meta or a new item or something? What are very commonly asked questions? And are those deterring new players or making the experience worse for players? Martin says, too much on YouTube I like. Sometimes a bit practice, but not too much see on YouTube. Jaco says, done with the build. Nice. I mean, there is a lot of stuff on YouTube. And you'll never be able to watch it all. It's impossible. So you just watch the stuff you like. My glue rate's higher than I think it should be. Let me see. Let me try to go back and check. I took like one picture. No meta, then players freak out. Are you saying no meta announced? Is that what you meant? Like everybody's asking what the meta is, right? Like for next week, and if they don't announce the meta, that's what freaks people out. I would say that's the part of the communication issues that I mentioned, that the team doesn't communicate information in the right amount of time. I seem to be producing more glue than I was even in my practice build if I just don't rotate any of the beehives. Wow. This might just be an anomaly. It might just go down in a couple hours. I don't know. But yeah, the glue rate is slightly higher. Instead of it being 751, is looking like 759. I mean, yeah, who knows? Could just be an anomaly. The canvas rate seems a little lower, though. The ceramic bowl rate is perfect. Cotton rate is, it seems right. The canvas, it's just that the stationery shops take a while to craft it, right? So the canvas, it'll take a couple hours to fix, but yeah, it's getting there. It's good. Everything here is good. So that's done. And with the crystal reindeer, it should be good to run offline. That's what I think. Martin says, better to ask, how did the players not freak out, and is way less bad than went back then, right? If you ask me, I still think it's much better now than it was back then. It's much easier to play the game. Even to get to gasoline production, it's so much easier now. Some of the changes they've made, right, to make ponds cheaper, or start off with better biomes. The cash boosts, I think, are overkill, but yeah, that helps you too. So definitely much easier now. I think, you know, this is just how Townstar is, but like the mechanic of requiring gas to sell stuff is probably a deterrent for players. Like the fact that you have to learn how to make gas. You know, we think it's all like, you know, it's part of the game. That's just how it is. That could just be one of the things that are just discouraging players, possibly. And I know they added the cargo cart, so technically you could sell stuff without gas, without ever learning how to make gas. But you get way less cash. Given the cash boost, you actually still be okay. It would just take longer. But you don't get any stars, so like you're kind of screwed for the competition. You can't use this competitively ever, just because there's no stars. Wilson says, I do my practice build with 2 hours with fewer NFC, and then the offline thing happens. I'm lost 1 hour build. Damn. Yeah. This was happening to some people last week too, and it's still an issue. Finished town and restarted. Town is about 15% done now. Dang. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, like probably refresh the town pretty often, especially once you're done. Once you are done, make sure to just refresh the town immediately. I don't know what causes the save event or the disconnect event, but that's just to make sure that the town's actually running. So I already did that. Since I refreshed the window, I don't think there's been any changes here. And it's working. So I shouldn't get re-rolled back or anything. Yeah, that's the only thing I would suggest. But yeah, you know, stuff like that, even the whole rollback crap. Which I don't understand why that would even happen, but that could be what's annoying some people from continuing the game. That or the lag. So yeah, that's like stuff they have to improve upon. Well, yeah, I'm gonna keep this running online for a few hours and I'll go offline. I get started on making food. Pretty much eating leftovers though. And later today, I'll go to the movies. I'm gonna watch the second Megan movie, and although I haven't heard Megan 2 is what it's called. I haven't heard it doing very good, but I'll watch it anyways. Usually I'll watch the scary movies, though this one's not really that scary anymore. It's mostly action. That's what it seems like. But yeah, I'll watch it anyways. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for being here and hanging out. Best of luck with your build if you're not done already. Probably takes only a few hours. Most people probably got all the cash they need. But as usual, I'll be on Discord. Even if I'm not chatting all the time, I'm usually there. Martin says build the nuke. Waiting on things to build. Yeah, pretty far. Yeah, thank you for being here, Rachel. See you later. Have fun. Thank you, Jacob. Juicies, I mean. And Jacob says even gas needs to be balanced with how much crafts you're making to sell. Sometimes, yeah. But when we get the oil seep with passive crude oil, I really don't think gas balancing is that much of an issue. Unless you were talking about all the cotton we need to sell. But yeah. Early gone? No, but you're allowed. A little early, sure, because the build finished fast. But yeah. I mean, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go ahead and make food and do some other plans. But thank you all for being here so much. I will see you all later, hopefully on Friday. Bye-bye, everyone.